Good morning to you. Yeah, it's Friday. Made it all the way through the week. Yeah, I did have a bit of a rant yesterday. Apologise about that. Buddy had a word. Buddy the T100 had a word with Bertie and said he needs to get out on you and get rid of some of that stress. Yeah, I did. So I apologise for that rant. I just had to get it off my chest. Anyway, it is Friday, and I got some marvellous comments, and it's generated a lot of thought. Yeah, I think so anyway, which is exactly, of course, what Bart wanted to do. And it wasn't a dig at Bart, you know. It's a young fella, my lad. He's producing some very good videos and has far more experience at doing so than I do, that's for sure. As I may have mentioned, the channel is coming up to 1 year old. Yeah, it's flown by, hasn't it? It's probably seems like forever for you lot. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, and I wasn't expecting it, but we're over 2,000 subscribers. That's amazing, isn't it? That's absolutely marvellous. So thank you very much for everyone who's subscribed. Unbelievable. God, I just got splashed from water falling off the trees. Where was I? Oh yeah, I had a comment on there about a Classic 500, and he was having problems with the sticky clutch plates. And I tell you what, when I bought Bertie, which is about a year ago, oh, big lorry coming, he was a bugger to find neutral, and if you went to get him in gear a little bit too quick, you'd stall. Yeah, even with the clutch in. And I changed the oil because the oil was absolutely filthy, which surprised me because he'd barely done any miles. I don't think he'd had a service in his life. Yeah, well, it was a short life. No, it wasn't a short life, it was a low mileage life. But anyway, this is what I said. That's what I did. I changed the oil and it transformed him in and out of neutral, no trouble. No problem with the clutch, and yeah, so hopefully that works. If you know of anything else that might help, maybe you could comment in this video. Yeah, that'd be useful. But anyway, it's Friday, it's Mutter time, and photos, of course, some photos. And my mate Gary G Muck, yeah, he sent us a picture of what he calls his baby. It's a very inaptly named, yeah, the Centaur, I think. I can't remember. Big Harley Davidson. Can you imagine calling that baby? Yeah, it's like a giant. But a marvellous picture. And also, you might remember previously I'd asked Zed Charlie if he could just confirm that he's still got his 500 trials, and he did. He sent us a picture of it being bathed. Yeah, there it is. Marvellous bike. He also sent me a picture of his leg from when he fell off. Yeah, I'm not going to put that up, I don't think, Charlie. I don't want to put anybody off. Lots of people watch this at their 11s or at lunchtime, and I don't want to put anybody off. But thanks very much for that. Marvellous. And again, let's put our thoughts out to down there in New Zealand after his terrible crash. I understand his ribs and his lungs aren't too bad anymore, or his broken ankles, or anything else seems to be repairing. The vertebrae in his neck are giving him some jip, but what a stormer, yeah. So all the best for yeah. Anyway, Gap Van Dirk, yeah, in Thailand. He's been doing some mods on his Interceptor, the Spectre Grey one, his town bike or city bike, and he sent us pictures, LED indicators front, LED indicators and light behind, and some sliders, some crash sliders on the engine. Yeah, marvellous, protecting that bike. He's in Bangkok. You need to. Have you seen them? They're like lunatics. It's marvellous. You should watch some of his videos. And then my mate JD, yeah, he talking about autumn in my last or one of my last videos, and JD had been out to the co-op in Ipswich, and he sent us this picture. It's marvellous. Look at those colours, look at those trees, and the yellow of the meteor setting it off, just lovely. Yeah, marvellous. Also, my mate Richie, you know Richie, he's got a few bikes, V-Strom, Speed Twin, Classic 350, yeah. Anyway, he sent us a picture of Beryl, the Classic 350, next to another low-flying aeroplane. Do you remember I did one before from Ivor? Well, here's Richie's with a low-flying Hurricane, yeah. That's marvellous, isn't it? That's North Weald Airfield. But what you'll also notice, I'll zoom in on it, there's a red kite flying overhead. How lucky is that? We have red kites fly out the back of our house. I love it. But yeah, very distinctive sound they make. Anyway, WT as well. Not sure what this bike is. Be interested for confirmation from any of you lot. But it's got some Motorcyclist parts on. You'll spot them. But this particular photo is about the big fins, the exhaust fins. Yeah, marvellous. Yeah, that's great. And my mate down in Cornwall, Cornish Motorcycle Diaries, Andy, he sent us a picture, you know, Mr. Clumsy, or I can't remember, Captain Clumsy, dropped a tin on his motor guzzi and chipped it. Yeah. So he just sent us a screenshot of the thumbnail. Yeah. So there you go. Get over and have a look at his channel. Oh, what have I got next? Phil and gang. Yeah. Classic 500 Army. There's one of those for sale, I told you, didn't I? It's marvellous looking bike. Looks just like that one as well. This one's Matilda, yeah. And he got rid of his Sportster to make way for this. Yeah, Harley Davidson Sportster. Got Army green. So that's marvellous, isn't it? Anyway, that's about it for photos today. Videos, as you know, I had COVID and I watched loads. I think I've discussed most of those, and obviously I've discussed Bart's video. What what I also mentioned was Ice did his video. Yeah, I'll put another link to that, because that is a splendiferous video. Another commentary on Bart's video, so if you haven't seen it, the link's also in my rant video. I suggest you have a look at that. But then I want to get onto some that I haven't mentioned, I've watched, but I just don't mention it. You know, it's running your own channel and answering everybody. Sometimes you don't always have time to leave a comment. You can like a video, watch it, like it, and very often I watch the videos, you know, as I'm doing other stuff. Yeah, like having the radio on, or watching TV, you know, having the TV on in the background while you're doing stuff. Yeah. But Martin Moreland's rider, I've mentioned him before as a Himalayan, went touring in Spain. He's got some marvellous videos out of that, so I'll put a link there. You can get over and have a look at that. And another one, of course, Ainsworth's mate, of course there's Ainsworth, but Ainsworth's mate, Adam's Life riding. Yeah, marvellous videos again. Yeah, I'll put a link to that. And then of course Bingley Rider, which I've also mentioned previously as well, so you should have a look at that. But one I really like is Dick Whistles. Yeah, he does some he's such a linguistic, he really is. He's marvellous with words. He's got a few videos out. He does this trail riding, and they're only short videos, but you can see it's so technical, riding in the dark down dirt tracks and byways, stuff like that, you know, under timed conditions and having to stop and start. I love it. I love watching them. And he's got quite a few out, but he's also, they've been riding the Harley Davidson electric motorbike. Yeah, him and Fanny. So yeah, I'll put a link to Dick's channel, because there's so many videos there that are good fun to watch. And then of course Solo, Moto UK. His bikes are becoming famous. Yeah, they are. But anyway, I started this mutter early, so you're not going to get to see the giraffe. No, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Yeah, because otherwise it's just going to be too long, isn't it? But once again, thanks to everybody who's subscribed and everybody who comments and likes. It's I know I sort of take the glory for my channel, but it's not. It's, in a way, it's all of yours channels. Yeah, that's the aim of it, just to be a community, I suppose. But anyway, thanks to everybody who subscribes and likes and leaves comments. That's marvellous. Have a fantastic weekend. I've got what to me is a special video for you this weekend. Yeah, as we come up to our first year anniversary. It's a review. Yeah, I hope you like it. Have a cracking weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Ta-ta.